So Dakota, please tell me, why are you here today?
So basically, I'm here because my old friend, her name's Aria, basically we had a lot of falling out, basically. Really, realistically, the main thing that we fell out about was a car. Basically, we went half on a vehicle, and we had a lot of problems that happened with the vehicle and stuff that we had to, maintain. And realistically, I was supposed to buy the vehicle back from her.
Okay.
And those plans failed. It just didn't happen. And
So you both shared this car?
Yes.
Okay. And this is after something happened to it, or is this how?
No, that's how we bought it.
Okay, you
and
bought it
we
like that,
fixed
okay.
her.
Okay,
Yes.
you fixed her up. Okay,
Correct.
got it. Yeah. They're young. They get it. My first car wasn't cute. Like, they're young. They're young, okay? Okay, so y'all had that car. The understanding was that you were supposed to buy it back so it could be totally yours.
Correct.
Okay, and what happened?
She would never let me see the car. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Basically, me and her, basically, she is like a dictator. You get what I'm saying? It's a dictatorship. It's not a democracy with her.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's her go or no go. You get what
Got
I'm
it.
saying? So it was like, I was working in things. I didn't really need the car. She was at home. She's a couch potato. So me, on the other hand, I'm like, okay, girl, we'll go ahead, take the car, ride you and your friend around. Just make sure that when I need to use it or when I need to get from work, let me do that.
Got it.
That never happened. She never came through on her end. So basically, when I
And what
did,
would she say when she didn't come through on her end?
find a way, find a ride. You have Uber, you have Lyft, you work a job.
Interesting. So what happened the night of the car incident?
So basically what happened was I woke up one morning, imagine she had just got done riding all her big ass friends around in the car. So, of course, why wouldn't the car be on flat, okay? So I had went outside, start the car, I pulled off, I'm feeling the flat. I'm like, oh my God, so I gotta go home. I'm like, I can't go to work, gas station is nowhere near. She got AAA. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? So if anything, the car gonna be fine. It's
Yeah.
a donut in the back, but I don't have time. I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
So anyways, I call her, I hit her up like, girl, look, girl, I gotta go to work. So she get mad and whatever. She like, oh, you probably trying to call off. You try to go see your boyfriend or something. You just trying to play me over the car. So I'm like, girl, catch me at Burger King. I'll see you there. Okay, so anyways, so I go to Burger King. I'm there like 20 minutes. I had just got done counting my drawer. Just got done. I must look up. I see her big ass with her uncles and stuff in my face. So imagine she is being very provocative towards me. At this point she's leaning over the counter towards me and stuff. Imagine she's like 6'7". Babe, I'm 5 foot. My manager literally had to come get me because I was she was getting ready to grab me over the counter because she was so mad about this car. So imagine
But she's mad because you said the tire's flat, come get me? I'm confused.
So she thought that I took the car and I hid it in the parking lot at work. That's what she thought.
Okay.
So basically, she rode around looking for the car. She didn't find it because it was at home at my house. So by the time when she did get to my house, I was still at work. So my mom and my uncle was at home, and they were like, well, we're not giving you no key because we seen Dakota pull up with that car, and he left the key here, so he's the only person that's going to get the key and move that car.
Yeah.
So you might as well go ahead, wait for him. He'd be off in a few hours. Just go ahead, chill out, and wait. So she didn't want to do that. She wanted to be very ignorant, cussing them out, calling them out their name and stuff. I guess she didn't ever think that was going to get back to me. It got back to me. By the time I got off, I didn't even call her. I didn't even do nothing. I'm like, I'm going to let her chill out. You get what I'm saying? I hear her outside yelling my name, so I'm like, oh, my God. So I go outside, and basically she wants to argue about where's the car key. I had the car key in my pocket. But I didn't tell her that I had the car key. So basically she wants to argue and say how I'm so fake because I stole a vehicle and how I sabotaged it because I slashed a tire and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, sister, go over there and look at the tire. It's completely flat. There's no slashes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's flat. Why would I slash one tire? Make that make sense.
Yes.
Who does one tire? Okay, and I put money into this? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're arguing and stuff, so it gets very high rated. So I must have probably, came at her weight or something, because, she's uncomfortable with her size. So basically, I, made one of them little comments or whatever, so she got mad.
Comments you've been making this entire time. I got your little shady words.
So basically, anyways, I was making the comments, she got mad, so she jumped at me and I started running.
Okay.
So, because baby, I had to run. And then in the midst of me running, I'm like, you got a taser. So I stopped running, and I turned my taser on, and I started zapping. She instantly stopped.
Somebody said, yes, that's right.
She instantly stopped, and she got to running herself around the other way, so I'm chasing her. So the police pop up. I went in the house. I ran right in the house. So I'm in the house. So the police talking to my mom. They said, hey, we need you to unlock the door because you have to let us in because we have to arrest him. You'll be going to jail for harboring a fugitive. So my mom like, oh, hell no. My mom's like, okay, well, I'm finna open this door because I ain't got nothing to do with this. So I heard front door open. you know what front door mean. Front door mean, baby, you better hit this window and go ahead and keep it running.
Yeah.
So what I did was I opened that window real slow, and when I tell you, I just slid right out the window and fell on the rocks so quietly. I ain't had no shoes on or nothing. I fell on the rocks, I hopped over the gate, and I ran to safety.
Got it. So did you get arrested?
No, I didn't get arrested.
Okay. He know how to tell a story, don't he? I was like, it's our time. So since that time, have you spoken to her?
No, I haven't spoken to her. I mean, I probably seen her like once or twice at a gas station, but it's like she's constantly steady like trying to harass me and like come for me about this vehicle.
Do you miss your friend?
Do I miss her?
Yeah.
I don't miss her at all.
I don't know if I fully believe that.
You don't fully believe me?
No, I don't fully believe that. I don't know if I fully believe that.
Baby.
How long had y'all been friends?
We've been friends since I want to say I was 15.
How old are you now?
23.
23. Okay, so yeah, it's been some time. 8 years, 9 years, almost a decade. And Aria is the one who called the show, right?
Yes.
Yes. So clearly she wanted to see you, even though you saying you didn't want to see her.
Correct.
Well, listen, I think it's time to hear from Aria and see what Aria has to say about all this. Everyone, welcome Aria to the show.
You know the taser he's talking about?
What taser?
It was a buck hunting knife. He
She
pulled a
wish.
knife
Oh,
on
it was
me
a
and my
knife?
nephew.
She wish. I shoulda pulled a
He pulled
knife.
a 10-inch
I
blade on
should
me
have.
and my. And how did
Where
the
am I getting
police
a
come?
10-inch
I
blade?
called them. How do you think they
Oh,
came?
okay.
What are you talking about?
So you called the police?
You
Hell yeah, my nephew was terrified, literally.
Big as
He's
she is, she don't need to
diving
call no
through the
police.
car. I can be big. I'm big and beautiful. Look
Big
at you,
as
look a
she is.
mess.
She's
You look a
overlarge.
mess.
Girl, look
Get
at
it
you.
together.
You need to do that
you had
foundation
braces, I
better.
know you and them teeth still
Bye.
bad. Get it
And
together.
yours yellow.
Anyways.
What do you want to say to
clean.
Dakota?
So much. Because, okay, so you know how he just tried to sit here and say that, oh, he put his money into that car. You saw how that car was when we got that car. I put $2,500 of my own money that I make because I'm a boss into that car. He
And
done put $1 in it.
You
and
still
stole it
didn't
from me
get the
right
brakes
after.
fixed. You had all
I
your
don't
fat
care
ass
about no
friends
brakes.
in
I
the
put a
car,
TV
and
in
you
it.
didn't
It
get
don't
no
look
brakes
nothing like
fixed. The
that
car
no more.
needed brakes, rotors, and struts.
And
Let's not
I
go
got hit
there.
for that. Oh,
So
well.
you really think that he sabotaged the car?
You know how he said, oh, it was on a flat?
She thinks.
He put the tire on a flat in front of me with the same knife he pulled on me and my nephew. So I don't know. It was never on a flat. He never wanted me to use that car.
She
Yes,
wish I
I pulled
did.
up at Burger King and tried to fight
She's
him.
delusional.
He was a little too close to the hot grease, so I didn't want to
Girl.
grab him. So I waited till he got home because I knew when he got
And I
up and I
shoulda threw
pulled up
grease
at
on
his
you.
house. You should have, but you didn't. Or
So you saw him walk out of the house and stab the tires with this knife you said he had?
yes, right in
Delusional.
front of me
She's
and my
delusional.
nephew and her. Where's my friend? Because I know she's here in the building.
Delusional.
Please
Hey,
stand
friend.
up.
Hey, your name is Jasmine, right?
Get her up here because I ain't got to lie about nothing.
So Jasmine, you were there.
Yes.
Did you see Dakota take out a knife and stab the tires?
Yes.
I
But
didn't
it was a
stab no
taser.
tire.
Is there a possibility, Dakota, that you came out, stabbed one of the tires? You gonna tell me if you stabbed the tires?
I ain't stabbed no tires.
Every single one.
Why would I stab the
through the
tires?
window with a knife? Like it was
Let
gonna
me
work.
explain this to you. Why would I stab some tires if the vehicle was going to be mine in 2 days?
Dakota, did Aria post stuff about you on social media?
So I already did. I'm so glad that you brought that up. So basically, my friend called me. My best friend, his name, rest in peace. She like, girl, you
He
need to
is
get
not dead. They just don't talk no more.
rest in peace.
Girl.
I'm like, girl. I'm like, what's going on? Like, get on Facebook now. Go on Ari's page. So, you know, I'm like, okay, give me a minute. I'm in the drive-thru. I'm taking these orders. You know, hard worker. That's why I'm skinny and small. Anyways, like I was saying, okay, I'll go on Facebook and my damn socks fell off because I'm seeing my
You
state
still not
ID.
wearing them either with the church
I'm
shoes, and
seeing
that's
my-
funny.
But girl, you don't even can fit a sock. So don't even stop.
Girl, my shoes are sitting.
Anyways,
What about you?
Like non-factor.
Ooh.
This is our show. Anyways, like I was saying,
Okay, guys.
I proceeded to go on Facebook, correct? When I got to her page, the first thing that was there was me, my state ID,
Oh, yeah.
and sexual videos.
And I should have posted
of
social
me.
too.
Sexual videos?
And
In
they're
my
still on her
defense-
Facebook to this day.
But in my defense, it wasn't like it was him doing something personal. It was him with 2 boys that had boyfriends, and I exposed him. I
She
didn't
was
post
jealous.
the video on Facebook.
She was jealous
but
that
I
I can get
sent the
something
video
that
to
big.
the boys
She
and
was
a
so
lot of other
jealous.
people in the community. So yeah, he just got mad because he got exposed to being a whore.
She was jealous that she can't be a whore. She's so big.
What I can't be a whore for? I can be a
But
better
why
one
did
than
you
you.
expose him? I mean, like, in all sincerity,
she was
like,
jealous.
Because I was mad about that car. If
She
I'm
was
really
jealous.
being honest with you.
Aria, you called the show. Why did you
I
call?
did because I didn't think he was
Because
gonna
she
give
missed
all
her
that.
friend.
I did.
She missed her friend,
I
but
did.
she
I'm gonna
steady
be
want to
real.
keep doing me wrong. There you go.
Are you tired of doing him wrong?
Is he tired of doing me wrong? 'Cause
Are
we
you
can go
tired
tit
of
for
doing
tat.
her? Are you tired of doing her wrong?
I can't do her if I had a machine to do her.
Baby, you
Do
couldn't
see
afford
that?
to do me.
Look how
you
big
could never
she is.
afford to do me. You don't make enough at Burger
Girl,
King. Let's
Salvation
not get it
Army couldn't even
twisted.
afford you,
That's not, and that's
hon.
where your outfit is from.
Girl,
too.
and
Let's
I
be
can write you
real.
off on my
Do you
taxes
want
with
to
that
repair a
wig.
friendship?
I thought I did, but I didn't know he was. What is wrong
I don't
with
wanna
you? What is all
repair-
this energy
Why,
for?
why don't you want to repair the friendship?
I don't want to repair a friendship with her because, like I said, it's a dictatorship. It's not a democracy.
So before the fight, what was y'all friendship like?
This is my closest friend in the whole world, and you would
We
never know it.
were like Siamese. We were sisters. So basically,
Yeah.
you know, me and her, we really fell into each other. You get what I'm saying? And we became close friends and stuff. So it kind of became more than friends, and it kind of turned into like a family ship.
Yeah,
her
of
family
course,
took
because
me
for
in.
y'all to be able to buy a car together, you have to be
Correct.
at a
I
closer.
was living with her and everything. This used
Exactly.
to be my other
You had
half
to live
until
with me.
she
You had to sleep on my
until
bed
she
every night
messed
and
me
look how you
over.
Did you
Let me
support each other?
crazy.
Did you support each other?
Most definitely, we supported. We went 50-50
I feel like
on
I
everything.
supported him way more than he ever supported me.
I have to tell you, you know, regardless of this, I ain't gonna take that much notes on this because I can see this already. This is what breaks my heart here is that this silly moment where, of course, y'all were too young. If I was around,
Yeah.
I would have told y'all were too young to go into some type of financial investment together.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of the love y'all had, y'all were like, let's figure out how to do something together to support each other because clearly you both needed the car.
No.
You're both trying to do something.
No, I had a whole
Negative,
other vehicle.
negative. I didn't need a car at all. She told me that she needed me,
Okay, so you said you needed.
I needed you for $1,000.
She said she needed
and she
you.
used
You
me.
look
for
like
it.
you need the money,
regardless,
if anything.
regardless of if you needed the car or not, you then still made a financial decision when you were young and you weren't able to handle the implications and how to actually go deal with that. And what has happened here, what breaks my heart, is that there is a true friendship. For friends to come together and say, "I'm going to support you whether you need it or not," for you to say, "Let me help out, let me be there for you," especially in our community. We come for each other. We help each other. We got to support each other when nobody else is there. And it breaks my heart a little bit because I'm like, I see through all the little shady comments. I see through all that. It's like you lost your sister. You lost your sister. And that's the, and you can make all the shady comments. Y'all make shady comments to each other all the time. I get there's a bit of joke. It's unhealthy, but I get it. But at the end of the day, there had to have been true love there. There had to have been true
On
love
my
there.
end,
And a
100%.
year don't take that true love away. Especially when what broke y'all wasn't something like that's really hurtful. It wasn't, it was a car.
It's materialistic.
Materialistic.
Well,
Would you really want to go another 20 years because of a car, not being able to find out how your sister is doing, see what's going on?
I have love for my sister. If anything was to happen to her, I'll be at her funeral. But right now, there's nothing to say to each other.
so shady.
There's nothing.
Why is there nothing to say?
Can I tell you why?
There's just nothing to say.
Because I know why. I know why.
But I have an assumption because if he just said that on your Facebook page still to this day is the things that broke him, which was his ID and
Yeah.
his videos.
Yeah.
So you need to commit
And
to
to
be
this
able to
day, he
take.
still did not pay me my money I put back into that car either. So my feelings and my pockets are broken. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
So you're not willing to take down those videos?
Okay, let me be clear. I never posted the videos. I posted the screenshot of the video. Like, you couldn't see the video.
Are
I
you willing?
inboxed
Are
the
you
video.
willing to take down all
To
the stuff
delete
you
his
did?
ID
Everything that
and
you
everything?
And she hacked my Snapchat. I'm so sorry to interject. She
I
posted
did.
those on my
I'll
Snapchat.
admit, I did, yeah.
had. So
Gotta delete it.
if we bring your phone out right now, will you delete all this stuff?
No, because I ain't got no data. Y'all got Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we got Wi-Fi.
So low class.
Do I feel like being nice? Okay, I'll put my best foot forward. I will.
You'll delete
I
it.
will. I'll do it. But he's making it seem like it's for nothing, and I don't like that.
You took a step further, and I'm not gonna lie. That would have hurt the hell out of me if you would have posted my sexual, intimate photos, my ID online. And the fact that they're still been up, I understand why he's upset. I understand that. I get that. And so you taking a step to delete this, we're getting your phone right now, I think is a big step, but this is bigger than that.
It wasn't necessarily, like I said, just about the car. It was the fact that, like I said, I put all that money into it,
Okay.
and then he didn't even take it and run off to keep the car. He junked it for $500 like a crackhead. What is wrong with you?
I'm gonna give you $500 when you leave.
Don't
here.
tell me that.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you $500. I'm serious
Really?
because I understand that the $500 because you saying it's about the money. So if you're gonna delete this,
so glad.
I'm gonna give you the money for him. $500. I'm gonna give it to you.
You
All
don't
right.
got it.
And so now you have that.
Thank you.
So now the narrative you have in your mind because both of your lives are worth more, and the friendship and the family you have is worth more than any of this. So I'll give you the $500. So now you have your money. You're about to delete his stuff off of your
100%.
page. Now with that, you back at square one. Can
I
you
was
look at your
really-
sister? Can you look at your brother and tell them you love each other?
I never lost love for you. For real. You so fake. You so fake.
Sister,
Yeah.
I do love you.
Uh-huh.
I will try to fix everything with you and work on a better relationship with you from now on.
And
Can we
you-
hug it out? You
All right, listen, we're gonna make sure, because I'm gonna come back there. We're gonna make sure you come back there and you delete the stuff off of Facebook.
I got you.
All right? So I wish y'all the best of luck, all right? I really do. I wish y'all the best of luck.
I'm being sincere. Like, I understand what I did was wrong, and I hope me taking this step can make it right. I got you, like,
Okay.
it's all gone.
Let me hug sister.
I love you, Sia.
Sister.
So tell me about your relationship with Felicia.
Well, Karamo, this has been one of the wildest rides I've ever been on
Yes,
in my
sir.
life. We had a hot, steamy relationship,
Yes.
a threesome type relationship going on
Yes, sir.
for like 6, 7 months back then, right? So fast forward, we kind of fell out of touch. About 10 years go by. I done married, had kids, all that. But I'm divorcing at this time when I run back into her. This is actually around about my birthday, which is April 1st, April
Okay.
Fool's Day. Hey.
Okay.
I threw a party at a strip club. Actually, I had a nice young lady on my lap at the time when I seen Felicia. When I look back and I recognized, hey, come here. And she was back there looking good too, you know.
So you
Man.
knew when y'all were meeting, you got back together, that she was an adult entertainer.
Well, she wasn't as much back then as she were when I hooked back up with her
Got
at
it.
this point.
Got it. Okay.
This was like in 2017, 2018.
2017.
So from that point, though, when I seen her that night,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
she came home with me. And really, basically, since then, she ain't left.
So did you have an issue with the fact that she was an exotic dancer, or yes or no?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. I respect dancers, but she can't be my woman. That's not who I choose to be with, you know, to lay with.
So then why stay with her if you have that boundary?
Well,
that's your choice.
Let,
you know,
let-
you get
let me get
respect,
back to
yeah.
what she said
Yeah.
again. This is her words.
Okay.
Her words. I'm not going nowhere.
Uh-huh.
And she meant that. 5, 6 years has passed by with that being her stance. I have been.
See, when she said that, I took that as she's not going anywhere with you, meaning like she's staying by your side. But you telling me what she's saying is that I'm not giving up exotic dancing.
No, she was saying she's not going nowhere. Even she gonna stay dancing, and she's still not going nowhere. She not leaving. She's
Got
staying
it.
with me.
Got it.
So basically, to be honest, Karamo, she really attached herself to me.
You weren't attached back?
I was trying to shake her off. No, I don't want. I mean, cause
You know,
let's be honest.
Players fall in love
Let's
too.
be honest.
Come on
You're right.
now.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. That is true. That is true. That is true. But all I'm saying is, I felt like I deserve a better woman than that.
Okay.
I don't knock her being an exotic dancer.
Why do you suspect she's cheating?
Man, she got a lot of MIA time. I can't even call this girl phone. During the day, if I'm at work, I can't call her and say, hey, baby, how you doing? She don't ever answer. In the beginning, I used to ask her, why you didn't answer my call? It done got so bad years ago, about 3 years ago, I stopped calling her phone.
Well, everyone, I just want to make sure you know, Jacoby wants to know if Felicia's having sex with her client and if she's cheating on him. But I think it's time that we see what your girlfriend has to say about all this. So everyone, please welcome Felicia to the show.
I haven't been cheating on him, but I do have friends that do call my phone, and a lot of these are men from the club. They do say certain stuff on my phone, you know, and maybe it's up to me. A phone can tell you a lot of things, but it can't tell you the truth. If you don't have
It sounds like
evidence,
you're deflecting.
yeah.
Because we haven't got the phone yet, and a phone does tell a lot.
Yeah,
the
it
phone
does.
will tell you exactly where you at, what you're doing,
Yeah.
what you're saying, how people are communicating you.
And
Yeah.
she got
It's
a
actually-
whole lot of
for
MIA
me, that's
time.
the
And you do too,
That is
so-
the reason why I have unlocked the phone. And so we unlock both of your phones. Will you stay if we find something in his phone?
Yeah, because I want to work this out. I'm tired of jumping from relationship to relationship. Who knows when the end is coming? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go into the end of my life knowing that I could have had something special with this man, even though we been toxic all these years. Somebody can help us. I'm like this. I've been through his phone before a couple times, and I found things in there that I didn't like.
Will we
Let's
find
do
anything
it.
in your phone?
You're gonna find a whole bunch of text messages.
What do you want to happen today?
I just want to get everything out.
We want to get everything out.
Everything out.
Okay. Well, listen, Felicia wants to know if Jacoby is cheating. That's your main question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's time to unlock the phone. Jacoby, we'll go with yours first. Felicia, you want to know if Jacoby is cheating on you. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched through Jacoby's photos and apps, and we found nothing suspicious. Photos as well. It's like, y'all a little shocked by that. Y'all a little shocked. They were like, oh, okay. All right, Felicia, you also want to know if Jacoby was cheating. He says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his texts and found that he is not telling the truth. We found 3 suspicious texts stating that he is single. Here, we can give you, and talking to other people. Here, you can give me this. This is as of May.
That was
Thank
my
you so
birthday,
much.
too.
Huh? Oh, that was your birthday.
May 23rd.
Yeah, she ran off on me.
You did, too. You ran off to go with
ran
your
off on me.
ex-wife to see
To
your
my
son,
son's graduation from the
But
Navy.
your ex-wife know that
He's
you're
in the
with
Navy.
me. Why
Okay.
come I couldn't come?
But I want to
your
know this.
son.
How do you feel about the fact that he's saying he's single?
Oh, yeah, you
'Cause
know.
we broke up.
I'm
We
not
broke
even
up. She
surprised.
said she was
no,
single.
Nope, I'm not even surprised about that because that's been an issue once before where around Christmas time, we were at one of his friends' parties for Christmas, and his friend's wife has a homegirl that came by, and they hooked up. This lady was in my apartment. Well, you know, as he called it, it's his apartment. But when you share an apartment with somebody, it's both of y'all's.
Yeah.
Regardless if your
Okay.
name on it or if your name ain't on it. You
Well,
still.
Felicia, I think it's time to get to unlocking your phone. So you want to know if she was cheating on you? My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her DMs and found nothing suspicious at all. Jacoby, you also want to know if Felicia is having sex with her clients. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her apps and found one suspicious transaction for $150 from someone named.
Oh, okay,
It's not
yeah.
to say anything. It's not to say that you're cheating, but you want to
Yeah.
explain?
Okay, I explain that. My car actually quit on me. And I called my dad. My dad didn't have the money. So I called him. He's a club owner. This is the man he's been suspicious about thinking that I'm sleeping with him. But it's nothing like that. This man gave me $150, which I paid him back, which it was a loan.
Well, it don't even matter about that because we actually done already been through that anyway.
Okay.
And that transaction, I was definitely upset about, you know, for her to even call another guy, period, for money.
But you didn't have it, so.
I gave you money also. You got money from me also. You don't remember that?
It wasn't
I
enough.
didn't, but I gave you money also.
But it wasn't enough,
So
though.
still
It
though, you
wasn't
know,
enough.
still don't like a woman that feels
But I'm the
comfortable.
type of person that's gonna pay anything that I have. I pay you your money back. So why wouldn't I pay nobody else back? And
Which
you
is
know
true.
that. So,
Which is true.
Come
Which
on
is
now.
true.
Jacoby, you also want to know if she's cheating, and so my Unlock the Phone investigator searched her texts, and we found 3 suspicious texts. Can we see what these text messages are? All right, hey, what you doing? You at work? Damn, you okay? You safe, baby? These are, I guess, just some of the clients that you said already that hit you up, that you're communicating
you
with.
know, just, and sometimes I see that and I might not even respond to it.
Okay.
You know?
So I gotta also just let everyone know that the day that we unlocked your phone, it showed that there's something that had been tampered with as well on the phone. The thing for me is that unlock the phone was unimportant. And it was unimportant because y'all are already aware of what you've been doing.
Right.
For me, there's 2 bigger things that are at play here that are pretty heartbreaking for me, which is first, the way you talk to her and talk about her. And the way you say things like your own words, because I write them down, I deserve a different caliber of woman. You also said, I don't knock that type of woman, while yet you still knock her. And it's the woman that's next to you. You get emotional right now? Here you go, babe. Here you go. This is a woman that I know you keep saying that she stuck herself to you, but you're choosing to be in this relationship as well. You're choosing, and I believe a part of you is choosing to be this because you know in your core that this is a woman that's sticking by your side. She's gonna support you, she's gonna take care of you. You know that she's going to do all the things you need and to be a provider for you. And yet, for some reason, you are breaking her down, even though you met her in this environment. And you had the choice to say, you know what? I'm not going to date you. So why stay in something and beat her down? Why not just leave if this is not the caliber of woman for you? Why not leave her? Why not leave her? And don't give me that excuse again. She not going nowhere.
No. Seriously, now, I done fell for the woman. I love this woman.
But you're talking about her in a negative way. You say things like caliber.
I know.
She deserves an apology for that.
I'm so sorry. Wait, hold up. Seriously. I'm so sorry for all the wrong I've done to you, all the bad and negative things that I said to you. You know I love you. I can be a better man to you, and I will moving forward, and I'm sorry.
I appreciate you taking that. I appreciate you standing up. I appreciate you saying those things to her. What we've seen in her phone is she's not cheating.
Right.
And I pray that is the truth, because what I'm trying to help y'all do is get to a place where y'all can actually start building. That's what you said you want.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that she's also just a human being, that at some point it's gonna be tiring of someone telling me I'm not enough, I'm not of caliber. Because what you're doing is you're keeping her self-esteem low so that she won't want to leave. Because if her self-esteem was high enough, she would understand, like, hey, maybe there's somebody else that could be out there. Which brings me to you. It completely breaks my heart that you are in a space in your life where you do not realize that starting over is not a bad thing, that you don't realize that happiness doesn't have to come with all of this. And I'm not encouraging y'all to break up or anything like that. What I want you to do is, have you ever seen any relationships that ever been healthy?
Not really growing up.
None, yeah. I know a woman right now, she is 47 years old. She was in a relationship where she never saw anything modeled that was healthy. She got out of that relationship a year and a half ago. And she is now been doing the work, doing great. And she finally got in a relationship with a man who was treating her like a queen. And she just called me and said, I thought I couldn't start over. I thought it's better to deal with what is crappy in front of me instead of going to get something better.
Right.
Can you see your future being happy? Not really. It's hard. Imagine this. If you're somewhere and you can't see the future ahead of you, it's hard to see it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask you this. If I tell you to look down, can you see the first step in front of you? Mm-hmm. Can you see the next step you're about to take?
Yeah.
You can see the next step, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I want you to remember. Is that you might not see the day when everything's going to be happy, but you can see yourself taking one step a day.
Okay.
And if you take one step a day, one step a day, one step a day, you can get to a place where you can build your self-esteem. But you have to do the work, okay?
Okay.
Y'all both got clarity. You got some work to do. Stop calling your woman out of her name. You start working on your self-esteem. But I wish y'all the best of luck, all right?
Thank you so much.
Good to have you. Come sit down. Because I went to your page immediately, and I was blown away. So please tell me, why do you post all these encounters with wild animals?
Oh, the adrenaline. I'm an adrenaline junkie,
Yes.
and I am in love with encountering and experiencing what it's like to approach wildlife. I've been bitten. I've been just...
You just over here putting your life at risk.
Yeah, I've had so many different things happen to me, and that's exactly why I'm here on this show.
Why are you here on this show?
My family just does not understand my passion for this, and always we just conflicting, like, it's just always arguments. It's always like, why are you doing this? I'm super passionate about it. They're not understanding. Also, just me having a kid at the moment.
Okay, because you have a 10-month-old son.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Beautiful. Hold on, not the baby with the snake.
Yeah. That's actually all the
Why would you have the baby with the snake?
So,
you just said they're dangerous and things can
yeah,
happen.
so, I mean, it's a non-venomous snake. You know, I study snakes and I educate myself before I put anybody else in danger. So, this snake, I understood it wasn't gonna bite my child. I squeezed it a little bit in the video I made so it can bite me. So it's just engagement. People like action. People like, if I give people a reason to talk, the video goes more viral.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with that is...
So you said you educate yourself. When did you start studying animals?
It started about 5-6 years ago. Just behavioral, internet, documentaries, just watching everything from
You
that.
said the internet?
Yeah.
So you're dealing with wild animals, and you're telling me your formal training was the internet?
Yeah. Now it started off in the internet, then, you know, personal experiences, and then it led to me, like, understanding the animals and say I can bring my child around it it's not dangerous.
Yeah, so I can understand now why your family is having some issues and can be concerned. So do you view your social media as a problem?
No, I do not,
Why not?
honestly. As far as it's just a true passion. I love recording. I love engaging with people. You know, they're like, yo, you're amazing. Your energy's amazing. You're gonna make it, like, and all of that. So it's
those
hard.
comments feed you.
Yeah, it's like I get so much energy from it. So now on the next video I record, I know there's people watching and loving it.
Listen, Carlos, we have a video from when your pet lizard scorpion attacked you.
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
everyone, take a look at this.
Yeah. Guys, are you recording? This is what it looks like when an agent water monitor gets a hold of you. It is no joke. The teeth on these guys are serious. But I got my boy back.
Okay. Yeah. We heard you telling Karina to record the attack. Do you think about her at all in the moments?
No, I do not. I
Karina's your girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes.
I personally, I do not. It's more just a content. When you become a content creator, almost everything you do in life, it's like record. Make sure you record it because imagine having a bite and nothing, you know.
Did you at least go to the hospital after that?
I did immediately because just so much blood coming down. They do have a mild venom, which when I got to the hospital, I started getting real dizzy and almost blacked out. I had to get in a wheelchair when I went in there. The venom kind of like took over, and any part of my body you would touch would feel very like, it would just hurt so much from bones to everything. The rest of the night I spent with a fever, and it was bad day.
Okay, so would you describe yourself as fearless?
Yeah, I would say fearless. Obviously, I know there's limits, but as far
Well, clearly
as
not, because me growing in the swamp, that'd have been my limit right there. It'd have been like, okay, lizard, go back to your natural habitat, because I'm not diving in the water. And especially after they bit me, and then I said venom was in my body.
yeah, it's hard. It's, like I said, it's a passion. I love it. It's hard to get away from it.
Okay, so what does family mean to you?
It's everything to me. It's just,
Oh, look at that.
yeah. I mean, look at my son. Oh my God, I love it. I miss him right now. Like I wish I could have brought him on the show so you guys could see it. But
All right, so listen, we have another video from Carlos from his interaction with an alligator. I want y'all to take a look at this.
Oh, that is close. If that bitch gets me, it's over. Oh,
No,
Yeah,
no,
that was-
no. Does anyone in your family ever tell you to stop?
yeah, all the
What do
time.
they say?
They're just like you're gonna end up getting hurt and in a hospital or possibly dying. And
Okay, so the venom won't stop you. People talking about this won't stop you. The hospital won't stop you. I need more information. Let's meet Carrie and Karina, his mother and girlfriend, and hear what they have to say about all of this. Everyone, please help me welcome Karina and Carrie to the show. Woo. How are you both doing? Give you a hug. Good to meet you. Hello. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I gotta hear y'all side of the story. Karina, please tell me, what is your reaction to those videos when he was attacked?
I mean, that specific video was very unexpected, and the fact that he said what he said now while we were like watching, that he didn't think about me, it was a little hurtful, because you would think that he would, before he would kind of get me in that situation, he would think a little more and like, hey, like what if scorpion bites her and me as well? So it was definitely very, very terrifying.
So do you support these videos that he's making?
It's very conflicting because as his partner, you know, obviously I love him and I do want to support him. This is his passion and his dreams. It's what he loves to do. But like I said, I don't like it for the most part. I don't like it. I don't like when he goes out to the Everglades at night. It's just not okay.
Yeah. Mom, come on. This is your baby boy. How do you feel about this?
He's my baby. I love him, but he needs to stop because now he's a father. You know, it's not like before that he was single, no babies, and he's risking too much for nothing.
Do you tell him to stop?
Yeah, a lot of times.
What does he say to you?
He said, "Oh, mommy, you know, this is my dream." Like, really, that's a dream? Like, no. But I just want him to stop. He need to stop.
Yeah. So, Karamo, have you ever said to him, no, don't do this?
Yes.
And what was the response?
The same.
He just
Go
says,
ahead, yeah.
he ignores it.
Yeah.
Ignores it. He'll be like, okay, like I'm gonna head out to the Everglades. I'll be back later.
My gosh. Either you hard-headed or you, because I don't understand what's going on here. Everyone is telling you around you that you shouldn't be doing this. What is going on with you? What's happening here?
It's just, like I said, my passion for animals, it's hard to stop it. Like, and I love every single encounter. Every single time I go out to the Everglades, you never know what you're gonna get yourself into. And I'm always excited for that.
I hate when he's like so excited. What about your passion for your boy? You want to see your boy like be something
Grow
in the
up and,
future? You
yeah.
want to see your boy
This-
No,
that's,
it's
a,
just-
that's a really good question, though, seriously. We just saw an animal attack you. So you're leaving everyone in suspense, not knowing what's going on with you. Do you think that's fair to them, first of all?
No, I mean, it's definitely not fair to them. It's just more trust in me when I go out there to know that I have a reason to come back home. Because, you know, I put my
But those
kid-
animals don't have a reason for you
They
to come back
wild
home.
animals.
They're wild
You think
animals.
they're gonna go? Okay, I'm gonna help you, Carlos. I'm gonna help you. Okay, for
Yes.
your video. No, they're gonna attack you. You play with one, but in the back is like 2 or 3 waiting for you to finish your video.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to just stop it.
All right, Karina, I want to know, have you ever thought about what would happen or what would it be like for your son if Carlos got hurt?
It's very difficult to even think about that because, you know, this is our first child together. He's about to be a year old next month. We both want to be there presently for him, obviously. So,
But it's a reality. And I don't bring that up to be morbid. You know, I'm a father, and you have to think about the choices you're making. That's your little boy right there.
Yeah.
You're going out every night and putting yourself at risk. You said you slowed down, and you said you then started back.
Yeah.
What happens if you get hurt? What happens to your son?
Honestly, it's that me passing away is like the last thing in my head when I do this. It's I have like I said, and I say it several times, my passion for this, like there's
Look at your
no.
mom. What's going on in your head?
I don't want nothing to happen to you. I want your baby to see you every night because we just say like I put my son asleep, then I go to the Everglades. Maybe it's gonna be the last time you see your son.
Yes.
Use that passion. I'll do something else. Go to school. It's a lot of stuff that you can do.
Carlos, do you want to... Carlos, do you want to really be there for your son, to see him grow?
Yeah, most definitely.
Do you think your actions are really showing that you want to be there? Because I see you getting emotional right now. What do you get emotional about?
Yeah, just my mom, when she gets like that, it gets to me immediately like this.
But you know why she's like that?
Yeah, she's super protective. She, you know, like I said, in order for
She's scared.
in order for people to understand, they have to you know, come into my world.
No.
That's like the only
No,
way
no,
to
no,
really
no, no.
Do you think you're an addict?
to adrenaline. Yes, like I think I am.
Because I want to tell you something. When we hear about addicts and addiction, we think about alcohol. We think about drugs. We think about, you know, we just recently started thinking about food addictions. But you are addicted to this adrenaline. You're also addicted to the confirmation and affirmations you get from people who are liking your videos. You've said it. But I
Correct.
want to show you how your patterns are similar to someone who's an addict. Addicts know they're destroying their life. And they see their parents and their loved ones affected. And then they say things, but you just don't understand. They say things like, I do want to see my child be raised, but then they still go out there and they still do the risky behavior. The thing is that I believe that you do love your son, but I don't believe that you're strong enough to actually want to live for your son. Similar to the same thing I would say to someone who's a drug addict. The same thing. You say, I know I'm going out there, I know I'm risking my life, but you just understood what it feels like. If you just understood what that was like, if you just understood what that one hit was like, ooh. That's what you're giving me right now, is giving me very much that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean,
And so I really would suggest to you, God honestly, to get help for addiction. Because the addiction you have to social media and the addiction you have to people liking what you do is going to be detrimental to your life and your relationship. And most importantly, it may cause you not to see that beautiful baby boy turn into a man.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah, 100%.
All right, we checked in with Carlos after the show to see if he stopped going to the Everglades and to see if he stopped posting these outrageous videos on social media. And here's what we found out.
Hi, Karamo. Thank you again for having us on the show. Unfortunately, Carlos is still out encountering wildlife and these dangerous animals. He has been a lot more careful and a lot more cautious, and he's definitely has been communicating a lot more with me. So I am grateful for that.
What I don't like that he's still going out there all night, and for me that's dangerous. That's why I asked him to get a life insurance, just in case something happens, so his family is good.
As you'll see yourself, Carlos is still out doing his thing.
Hey, Karamo. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for having us on the show. I took a lot of advice from you, but come and check this out real quick. While I have slowed down tremendously from catching wild animals, I am in love with doing this, as I was trying to tell you on the show. Now, there's an iguana right there I'm trying to catch, so let's see if I can do this. All right, come on, baby. Come on. Now I'm about to show you what a dinosaur looks like up close and personal, Karamo. Just so you see what it is that I actually deal with on the regular. Don't bite. Don't bite. Woo! Don't bite, baby. Don't bite. Don't bite. Now come here real quick. Karamo, this one's for you, baby. Woo! Oh my God, take a look at this beautiful prehistoric pet right here. Now, I always end up giving them all a kiss. Mwah. Thank you so much for cooperating, baby. Dinosaurs out here in South Florida. Woo!
My guest Nisha went viral on social media 2 years ago with a video that's gotten over 27 million views and generated countless headlines for eating chicken salad. Yeah, you heard me right, chicken salad. Take a look at the video.
Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad.
From where?
81st Deli.
What's on it?
Superior. I got chicken, pickles, banana peppers, bell peppers, tomatoes, onions.
Nisha says that viral moment changed her life, but her cousin Brahim claims the fame has gone to her head. The two haven't spoken in a year and are here to see if the relationship can be saved. Everyone, please welcome Brahim to the show to hear his side of the story. Hey, how you doing, man? Nice to be here. So please, tell me about your relationship with Nisha before the video.
We were best friends, like we were inseparable. I
Yeah.
went everywhere with Nisha. I got black eyes because of Nisha fighting her boyfriends.
Not black eyes. Would you ever loan each other money?
Yeah, we loan each other money all the time.
Yeah.
She just changed.
So my producer told me that you were supposed to go with Nisha to the deli that day, when the day that video was taken.
Yeah, I had a date though, so I scaled back, and you know she greedy, so she took some side.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, she is. You see it when she come out here.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You talk about your cousin like that before y'all fell out?
No, but I always uplifted her. Like I was there for her. Like
So
I
now that y'all fell out, you trying to break her down?
No,
What's
I'm
going
just
on?
saying, it's obvious. She, you know, I just think she's a selfish bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did things change with Nisha after the video?
Well, Nisha would wake up, call me, what you doing tonight? Let's go get some hookah, let's go get some drinks. The video came out, I haven't heard from Nisha in days. Or I'll just say something like, good morning, she'll text me back like 3 days later. Oh, hey, I was busy eating. I don't know what she was doing.
Yeah. What did she say to you when you asked to borrow money?
It's not like I always ask, but like she'll ask me, I'll ask her. She says she don't have it. You got it. How you don't have it?
Why do you think she got it?
I know she got it. I seen her hair was done. Her bras was on nice. Yeah, I know she had it.
Did she start hanging out with new friends?
She started like eating with new friends and just people I've never. I'm being serious.
So did she ever invite you to any of her events or parties?
Never.
After this went viral?
Never.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you think fame has gone to her head?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay then. Are you jealous of her at all?
No, I'm not jealous.
Some of them say yeah.
I just think that if it was me, I wouldn't have acted that way with her.
Okay. So you just feel like if it was you, you would have done things completely different?
Completely different.
What would you have done different?
Just everywhere I went, she would have been there with me. Like, I can't even get a phone call back.
What did you post about her on Facebook?
Just impulsive. I would say things.
Okay. Look at the girl who doesn't eat any one chicken, let alone salads from 81st Street Deli. Oh.
Yeah, so I mean, it's impulsive. I was hurt.
She
That's
will
hurt.
turn on her entire family for bell peppers, sweet peppers, and onions.
That's hurt, bro. That's hurt.
Okay.
I took it down right away.
Got it. You took it down quickly. Okay, then. But you were hurt. You're saying you did this because you were hurt.
Yeah, I was hurt. I wanted her to see it. I blocked her on everything.
If you blocked her, how she's going to see it?
Her friends.
Her friends.
They hit me up. Take it down. Reporting your page.
Got it. I got a question. Do you even like chicken salad?
I love chicken salad.
Okay.
She wouldn't know.
She wouldn't know.
She ain't never asked me.
She never asked you. Okay. Do you think it's possible to repair this relationship?
If she admits where she changed, yeah.
So you just need her to
Take
admit that
accountability.
you need her to take accountability
Yes.
for her behavior.
Yes.
Got it. I understand. Okay, then. Well, I think it's time to hear from Nisha. So everyone, please welcome Nisha to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you for being here. I gotta ask you, how do you feel about what was just said?
He's a liar. Like, I'm so frustrated right now. It's a simple fact. You try to make everything about you. You never once asked me about. First off, you know what I went through when I went viral. I went through where everybody body shamed me and everything. And for you to even let that touch the internet, we family.
I took it down.
It don't matter. You put it up there and people see it.
But you didn't. You know you had it.
And see, this is what I try to explain. He never take accountability for his own stuff. First off, you wasn't supposed to go to the deli with me today.
She lied.
Well,
You
tell
lying.
me how the chicken salad video started. Tell me.
So I had just got off of work. Me and my niece. I went to go play my lottery, actually.
Yeah. Well,
And
you won
so-
lottery that day. You know? Okay.
And so I went inside the deli. It was real hot that day. That's why my weave was poofy like that. And so I was like, hey, I don't want to cook, so don't you guys make salads now? And he said, yes. So he made it. I told him what to put in there. And he was just like, yo, Niche, let's make a TikTok. I was 39. I don't really know much about, like, social media.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I'm like, all right, whatever. Weeks go by and I'm viral and I don't even know.
Wow.
Like, people speaking and I'm just like, oh, hey, you know, whatever. I didn't think too much.
How did you find out?
My
eventually?
daughter, she was like, Mom, you know you trending. And I'm like, what am I trending for? She was like, you're viral. So in my head, I'm thinking back like, girl, what you done did back in the day? That's
Okay,
coming to
they
haunt
came back
you.
out, right?
Like, because I didn't understand. So I finally watched the video and I was just like, okay.
Okay, this what it is? Yeah.
I was like, I don't get it. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
And so within the coming weeks, that's when all the celebrities start using it. So then I was kind of like, okay.
Exactly.
And then I'm starting to get messages and emails.
What celebrity started using that sound?
Lizzo was the first Northwest.
Yes.
And her mom.
Yeah.
It's so many. It's a lot.
We used the sound up here too.
Really?
When we premiered season 1, I said, come get you one of these. Come get you one of these little chicken salads, okay? So yeah, listen, for some reason, this is what you don't know about viral. It's like you don't know what's gonna take off. It's the silliest things that just can take off.
Yeah.
And how did your relationship change after it went viral? Because he said you just stopped picking up the phone.
So what he won't listen to and what he doesn't understand is I didn't even have time for myself. I literally was everywhere. I wasn't talking. My mom was like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. When I'm out and I'm actually doing things, my phone don't even be on me.
Yeah.
And once I finally get back, I may be able to get 2 hours of sleep.
Girl, I talk to you every day.
But not then.
Yeah, because you changed. I talk to you every
He's
day.
not listening.
I talk to you every
and that's what
day.
pisses me off with you because you don't listen.
I listen.
If I'm busy,
You wasn't busy.
ooh,
Invite him to the events with you.
I'm trying to get my foot in the damn door.
So why did you
Exact
stop loaning him money?
I didn't have it.
Okay. Well, my producer
How
said
the
you
hell
lost your
I'm gonna help you out
job.
if I? Thank you.
You lost your
How
job.
am I help you out
I
if I
didn't
don't
know
have
that.
it? Like, bruh, be for real.
You didn't know she lost her
Baby,
job.
No.
I guess he the one that need to go viral since he know it all.
So how did you lose your job?
Because I was traveling, so their thing was, this is your responsibility. Like, this is supposed to come first. But I'm like, I got different opportunities coming at me.
But before all of this, you was regular though. You not understand what I'm saying?
I'm
This
still
is an
regular.
excuse. This
It's
is an
not an
excuse.
excuse.
It
I'm
is.
still, bruh.
Why
Jesus.
did you two cut ties?
Because
The
he's
phone.
That's why. He's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not annoying. I
And
don't depend
you
on
are
her.
annoying. Then
We
you
help each
post
other.
about me on.
Just the only person in the family I really talk to.
Yeah.
Because when I came out, she was the only one that was there that listened to me.
Yeah.
So we got close. I moved back
I
to help her
listen.
out. You did
I
listen.
I listen.
Yeah, but we. Okay.
Lisa, do you miss your cousin?
Yes,
You miss him?
I do.
Yeah. Do you miss your cousin?
Not
Slightly, but I'm out of sight, out of mind. I left because I just couldn't. I didn't want to see her on my timeline anymore. I don't even tell people we're related because I don't want. If something does ever happen to me, I don't because of her.
Yeah.
So
we're getting a ping right now.
I'm the owner of 81st Deli. I know Anisha. She used to come to my store. One day she seen me eating a chicken salad. She said, "That looks like it's really good. Can you make me one?" So I made her one, and I started taping her with my TikTok. A couple days later, it went viral. All of a sudden, she got really famous, and she would like throw little things at me like, "You should give me a percentage" and stuff like that. I was like, "Why should I pay you?" She was like, "Vinny, you were nothing before me." I was like, "I was nothing before you." What do you mean? I've been in business for 25 years. This is my video. It's my TikTok. It's my store, and it's my salad. And then she got mad, and she's like, "Boy, bye, get off my line." And then she stopped talking to me. Just a couple months ago, we were the best of friends, and, you know, she'd come to my store and ask me for stuff, and I would help her out, and she'd come play her lottery, and she wouldn't even come play her lottery no more. Honestly, I think fame got to her head, and she's like a completely different person. You know, it's not the same sweet Nisha that used to come to the store.
So what I'm hearing from that, this is the deli owner's TikTok that went viral.
Yeah.
It wasn't even on your own
No,
post.
it wasn't on my page.
Wow.
First
And
of
so
all,
the only reason I bring that up is because if there was going to be maybe some revenue, it would come from the owner of that page.
Yeah.
So you didn't even own the page.
no. First off, let's get something straight. Y'all made over 6 figures off of my likeness. Y'all sold a salad in my name. In my name.
Yeah.
For $20. The reason why I stopped going there, because it got awkward. When get uncomfortable for me, I remove myself. It don't got nothing to do with thinking somebody better than anybody, because if anything, they definitely thought they was better.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. I understand that you were hurt because
Very.
you lost a family member, but I feel like that hurt is also compounded with the fact that you wanted this. You wanted this moment. You wanted to be in this industry, and when it didn't happen, the person that you were closest with you thought would bring you up. And so I think that's where a lot of this pain is coming from.
I
So
could have handled it better than her.
See, yeah.
I think so.
And
But
see,
I'm
that's
not-
the problem.
But this is the thing. At the end of the day, you got to be happy for her. And also then be there to support her. Like when I'm hearing this about this deli, I believe everything you said. Because I know that everyone was going there. We saw
Yeah.
the news articles. They're going there. They're buying salads. And now hearing that this was on his page, there's money and revenue he's making, and you're not making anything.
I didn't make anything.
So how your hair get done?
And then
How
have.
your hair get done?
How do my hair get done?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like to do promo with me.
So you get paid.
How I get my
You
nails
know what?
done.
But guess what?
People
Guess what?
like
Yo, can I
promo.
tell you something? It doesn't matter how she got her hair done. She's a grown woman, and if she got some money, that's fine. What my concern is that, you know, it sounds like you want to go viral, and unfortunately, I think you might go viral for the wrong reason being on my show. Because people are, the way you've been acting, like, I understand you're hurt, so I can see both sides, but you owe her an apology. You owe her some empathy.
And that's all I wanted.
It just hurt. Like I felt like you just left me. Like
And I didn't.
I'm by myself. You know that.
I didn't, though. I still travel and do things. You can still go with me. You got to pay for yourself.
Okay.
Baby.
But look at that. She's including you.
But
She's including you.
I feel bad. It's fine. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
thank you.
Yeah.
I accept you, and I apologize if I ever made you feel any type of way. You know what type of person I am.
So you, okay, I understand now, because you could have been said this.
You might as well give you
He never gave me a chance. I love
give your cousin a hug and just leave it there. Don't the side comments. Give her a hug and
Well,
leave
I don't
it
know,
there.
because like when I try to tell you that I love you, I love you, you know. You know.
I wish y'all the best of luck. Just keep
you.
talking it out. Keep
Thank
talking
you.
it out, all right? So when did you meet Nolan? Tell me about y'all's relationship.
Me and Nolan met 12 years ago. We met in the underground ballroom scene, the house ballroom scene, and we both was in the same house of Garcon. And I always saw him and I said, this was a beautiful kid. I thought he was so beautiful. And so my whole thing was, let me get to know this guy. So I chased him around for some time. I was like, let's have dinner, let's have a date, let's go out, let's do something. He would always curve me. He would leave out of town, do whatever he wanted to do, and then come back and say, let's have dinner. And then when I pick up the phone for, hey, reservations are made, he's like, I flew out of town. So that was the whole idea of you making me want you and chase you. And so 12 years, we were friends, and then finally, 3 years ago, I said, listen, I'm in Boston, this is your hometown, let's make this happen.
Good, okay, you finally got it. So y'all finally ended up together, and then you started to post your relationship on social media, on TikTok.
Yeah.
Whose decision was that?
Well, we started with Instagram. I think it was a mutual decision, like, we're having fun, we look cute together, let's go ahead and post our relationship on Instagram. And I think I was the one that created the account, and it was fun at first. We started just putting up our daily lives, having a good time, putting up when we were traveling, pictures of us in the house having a good time. And over time, I didn't realize how social media, how big it is. I'm a guy that likes to kind of stay at home and chill out a little bit. I didn't realize it was going to impact our relationship the way it did, and it was going to build the way it did. The followers started building. The people started messaging us and telling us, hey, what's going on? We want you to do this thing and do this thing. And then it became a business. And once it became a business, I was like, we don't have time for our relationship no more, because it's always, we got to post this up for this and that.
Work.
You know what I
So it
mean?
went from fun to being something that now it's like we have to do.
We have to do it. And when Nolan discovered TikTok, man, forget about it. Once TikTok came into the picture, it was over. It was over. That was it. That's when we just started to like blow up and have a good time. And he.
Y'all think it's easy. Let me tell y'all something. I tried to do one of these like outfit change videos. That's about 3 hours of work right there. I was over it.
It's hard.
Every time you gotta change outfits, get real cute again, come back, all that posing, that's 2 hours right there.
It was like a whole day, actually, like maybe about 5 hours. And we were just going through outfits and doing different takes and different takes. And that was when we blew up on TikTok.
Oh, okay then.
That video catapulted us, and we just got, the numbers just started rising.
And that's when it became work.
That's when it became work for me, you know?
So you said that Nolan is a lot. A lot. What does that mean?
Nolan's very emotional. His feminine energy is through the roof. He has an intense feminine energy. And sometimes if you're not ready for that, it could be a lot to handle. And I'm like, Nolan, I don't know who I am. If I wanted all of this, I could have like stayed with a woman, right? That's what I told him. At one point, yes, because I mean, I said that. And that's the wrong thing you want to say to your lover, of course, right?
Listen, I like a man who can acknowledge it.
Yeah, I acknowledge that I can be emotionally unavailable and say the wrong things that can hurt my lover.
Good.
That's part of the reason why things started to kind of end up the way they ended up. You know what I mean? Because when you're not emotionally available, it's difficult for me. He's out doing
So
whatever.
did you break up?
I broke up with him.
Okay.
2 months ago. See, what happened was.
So, don't you know what somebody said, see what happened was?
See what happened was.
See what happened was, okay.
I broke up with him. But I broke up with him through me saying the wrong things and doing the wrong things and making him feel like he was lesser than as a human being.
Okay.
My
Yes.
mouth does get me in a lot of trouble a lot of times,
Okay.
which is why I'm composing myself at this moment. Okay? And I said, we don't need to be together. It seems like it's just dangerous for where we are right now. I don't know where we're gonna go from here, but we can't be together. I think you'll be better alone.
I like that.
And he had to come pick up his things because he left his things at my house.
Yes.
He came and got his things, and that was the moment, you know, we met. I saw him, I missed him, I kissed him, and we had some really great, intimate, sexual moments.
That sounds like an R&B song. I saw him, I missed him, I kissed him. You want to be with Nolan again?
I do. I think it's a possibility that we can make this happen, for real.
Well, listen, I'm ready to meet Nolan. I want to ask you a question because I'm really excited to meet you. I love your energy. I love everything that you are giving right now. Why did you want to start a joint TikTok page?
Well, TikTok actually started for us because, have you heard of the dating app Jacked?
Yes.
Jacked is a gay dating app, and they wanted us to be brand ambassadors for them. So they're like, hey, can you guys make a TikTok for us? we made that video. The first video that we made went semi-viral, 400,000 plus views. It got us 8,000 followers.
Wow.
So I'm biased now because my experience is not the normal TikTok experience.
Yeah.
But from what I found on TikTok was a creative community that I didn't realize I was longing for.
How much have y'all made off of TikTok so far? I'm nosy. I'm getting you
On a good month, it could be a little bit upwards. On a
Like
slow
15,
month,
15 to like 20,000 to start.
Wow. I can understand why this is a job for you now. Because I think that's good for context to understand, like, if you're making thousands of dollars posting, I can understand why this is going to be something that you're diligent about. So do you ever feel, Nolan, that TikTok has become a problem in your relationship?
it definitely has.
In what ways?
In a way that, like, I love doing the content. I could do it every day. I can create. And
We saw the walkout.
And it doesn't feel like work. It feels like I'm showing up, and I'm showing up to what I love, and I get to be myself. And like, who doesn't want to get paid to be themselves? I think where things got tricky is that like we had brand deals, we had contracts, and we had to schedule shoots, and like he doesn't want to do it, and then it's like we have all this great stuff coming to us, and you're showing up like this. Like it just became it did become an issue.
But do you also think that like putting so much emphasis on that, you didn't have time to work on our relationship? So I'm showing up upset and angry because all your time is dedicated to your friends, TikTok, Instagram, your fam, like everybody else except for me. And when I want to have a conversation like we're trying to have right now, I got to wait until all of that's done.
What do you think about when he says that?
I think that he's extremely charming, and he knows how to sell a narrative. I think that like no, because there's been plenty of times where I've had a conversation with you like, we can be in a relationship and not do the content. But then, you know, a TV show, they would offer, like we've been offered like to be leads of a TV series and other things too. It's not just social media content. Like he would put one foot in and one foot out and one foot out.
I showed up for a lot of those experiences. I showed up for a lot of social media.
So let's go back. What happened on the Valentine's Day shoot?
Okay, so Jack booked us to shoot a Valentine's Day concept, a video, and some photography. And we were on set.
Was this the Valentine's Day?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, we see y'all.
Towards the shoot, this is also the issue. Jarrell has wine. So he starts drinking, and once he starts drinking, his mouth gets a little...
Since then, I've let go of wine.
His mouth gets a little out there, right? So on set, he starts playing with my stomach as if I'm pregnant, right? Then he says, Nolan, you are shaped like a whale.
Did you actually say those things?
Might have actually said those things.
You might have or you did?
I might have actually said those things. A lot of times when,
You don't like to commit.
What do you
yes
mean?
or no? Did you say those
I might
things?
have actually said those things.
You
I'm gonna
might
stick to
have.
that because you know sometimes.
No,
Because he's telling when he says I made that comment about him like being shaped like a whale. I honestly don't remember it.
I remember it.
There were times that I did come for your weight in some ways because I mean you at the same time were coming for your weight. So I'm like, my thing is tough love is my thing, right? Like. I'm telling you, I know it's a bad thing, but tough love is like, listen, you worried about your weight, then lose the weight.
Karamo.
Like,
so I come out here and like, I'm the girl, right? But a lot of people don't like me, right? So I'm like, babe, there's people who want to see me fail. Like they don't want to see me like, so I don't want to have to come home and battle you too. It takes a lot to show up as my authentic self in this world, as a black gay man who's feminine, who's different, who's out there, out the box. And I want to come home to a partner who supports that. You know, not come home to someone who wants to battle me.
So I want to know, because y'all remind me of friends I've had. Have y'all physically ever been fought?
So that shoot was the first time. So after the shoot was over, I said, babe, listen, you call me fat, you do this all the time, it's fine. Like, and it's not fine, but I said that, you know, it's fine, but can you not do it in front of other people? When we're on set in front of the people, the creative directors, the photographer, can you just not do it in front of other people? And he said, you know, y'all being too sensitive. And he said, you know what, Nolan? I said, all I'm asking for is respect. He said, I'm not gonna respect you, you're weak.
You're dragging it.
So I got up, I punched him in the face, and that was the first time we fought.
Coming up, Nolan, do you want to get back to where Jarrell?
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes.
I met somebody.
Have y'all physically ever fought?
I said, all I'm asking for is respect. He said, I'm not gonna respect you, you're weak. So I got up, I punched him in the face, and that was the first time we fought.
I know I've said and done things that has hurt this man. I know that. There are some things that I said that I hit below the belt when I get angry, upset, or when I feel like...
Why do you think you do that, though? Because I don't believe violence should ever be the key.
Absolutely.
Ever, ever, ever. And when I was younger, I didn't understand that because I had witnessed violence before, so I thought that was okay. And I was a young gay man that thought like, oh, this could be something that we could do because this is how we are informed as young black men sometimes, that violence could be okay, but it's not. And domestic violence between gay couples is something that's prevalent that people don't talk about enough.
You know, I learned, Karamo, about domestic violence, though. Just because abuse isn't physical doesn't mean it's not abusive.
Exactly.
And then what I learned in that moment was that I've been sitting in an abusive relationship, or there's been abusive abusive aspects to our relationship, and I didn't realize that, like, you putting me down all the time, or you, like, there's also other forms of abuse, and I have just been sitting there and taking it and just holding it all in.
So why were you doing that? Why do you think that behavior was okay?
I mean, because I think it's important for people to deal with their issues the way they need to deal with their issues.
Why do you think you have to be the one to tell them what to deal with?
Because if you keep talking to me or telling me about it or asking me about it or verbalizing it around me, then that gives me license to say something.
The only reason I'm saying this to you is because sometimes when people are venting about what they're going through, it's because they trust you. And what you're doing is you're manipulating that trust by then hurting them. And I'm not gonna say hit here and call you the bad guy or whatever, because clearly that behavior has come from somewhere else for you. I don't know where that behavior has come from, but something within you is making you feel as if you think that you can be emboldened by telling somebody what they did. And I would just challenge you to say, check that behavior. Because the thing is that you're a lovable person. You have a good heart in you. I can see it all over you. You fun, you sexy, it's all there. But the fact that you feel emboldened and feel like, oh, because you tell me what's wrong with you, I get to tell you right back. That's not okay. That's not a friend, that's not a family member. And you're better than that. You are better than that.
I receive that.
And you have to really check that self, because right now what you're doing is you're saying, oh yeah, well you told me that you fat, so I'm gonna tell you fat back. Just because somebody's expressing their insecurity doesn't give you a right to build on that insecurity.
I understand that. I respect that. I respect that. Totally.
I want to, and I appreciate it. I can tell you're going to receive it, but it's just something you got to work on. So, Jarrell, I want to know this. Do you want to get back together with Nolan?
I want to get back together with Nolan. Like I said, but I don't think Nolan wants to get back together with me.
Nolan, do you want to get back together with Jarrell?
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes.
I met somebody.
Did you know that?
No. That's okay.
I've been blown away by the experience that we've been having. And it's been a contrast to the experience that I've been having with you. And I thought, like, my eyes have just been open in a different way lately. If we were to get back in a relationship, what would be different?
I guess I would listen more, pay attention more, try to be more understanding, take into account your feelings more. But I even think taking into account your feelings more as a friend. Right.
What about the verbal abuse? Because you even just did it right here again. Every time you say he's a lot, that's still verbal abuse.
He's a lot because he's not what I'm used to. Okay, so it's the butt. Is the butt that's like it's just not what I'm used to.
So then if he's not with
he's different
so hold on.
for me, but I've come to terms with that.
What happens is every time you have to say you have to come to terms with somebody, doesn't mean you really want them. You are forcing something that in your heart you don't really want. And at the end of the day, I do believe that you want to do the work on yourself, and I do believe that you'll find somebody that you'll be happy with. I don't believe this is the man. And the thing is that as sad as I am, because y'all pictures were cute, I wanted to scroll this page. I was about to kick lights. We're going to log off this social media page. Logged off. All right. Listen, stay with us after this. We'll be more when we come back.
I was never a fan of my dad, and I do not like my stepmom. Our relationship has never been stable, never. Growing up, my stepmom was very nasty to me. I felt like I've always been treated differently from the rest of my siblings, 7 of them. My dad has kicked me out, called me out of my name, and his wife also told me that I was one less child to worry about, and I'm not even hers. They've created this perfect gospel-going image on social media, and I do not want to play along with it anymore. I want them to take accountability for the trauma that I've suffered.
Everyone, please welcome Deshaun to the show. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hearing that, it sounds like you feel like you're the outcast in your family.
Absolutely. I just feel like the black sheep. I'm the oldest. I feel like I deserve a little bit more respect, just as an adult.
When was the last time you spoke to your parents?
It's been about 3 years. Yeah, I haven't spoken to them in a long time. We've ran into each other in passing, like Thanksgiving, holidays, funerals, but we just never talk. I talk to my siblings.
So what caused you to stop speaking to them?
There's been a lot of things over the years, honestly, but there was a situation that happened that had to do with some money and them giving it back to me. I guess I wasn't communicating properly for them. And
So was the money they gave you, I got a little confused, or money you gave them?
it was money that I gave them. I was working at the time. They got me a job. So I was living in Georgia at the time with them, working. You know, they wanted me there. So I was trying to ensure, you know, some kind of security in them. Like, you know, hold my money. You know, let me show you I'm trying to be responsible.
Yeah.
Everything. And I guess it just backfired.
And then they didn't give you back your money?
They did give it back, but it took, you know,
Longer
for me.
than you wanted?
Yeah.
Got it. Can you describe the relationship that you and your father have?
Pretty, like, non-existent. He's just always really been around. I've never really talked to him much. I just know he's my dad, kind of like. We talk.
Got it, got it. I'm looking at y'all ages right here. Y'all only 15 years apart. Did he have you when he was 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you when he was 15. Okay, got it. You look just like your daddy.
Really?
Yeah.
People tell me that.
You know, okay, people say that. So what happened the night you were kicked out?
I was actually going to the movies. I was with my friend. And during the day or something happened, like we didn't see each other, so I had spoke like to my siblings, my stepmom that was in the room, and my dad, I guess, felt some type of way that I didn't come speak to him. So when he came in the living room, he was just kind of like, I know he's not in my house and ain't said nothing to me. So I was kind of like, if you was in here with everybody else, I would have, you know? And he didn't like the comment. It wasn't really like, you know, nothing major, but I guess because we don't have that kind of relationship, maybe he took offense to it.
He felt disrespected.
Yeah. Later during that day when I was leaving, my stepmom actually texted me and she was like, you need to be home at 11 o'clock. So I was like, okay, cool. I think the movie ended like 11 on the dot. So I was rushing home. I rushed there. By the time I got to the door, it was locked. It was like 11:05.
Got it. How was your relationship growing up with your stepmother?
She's always really been kind of like mean.
How long has your stepmother been in your life?
I think they've been married since I was like maybe 2 or 3 years old.
Oh, so
It's
this
been
is
a
she's
long
been
time.
your entire life.
Yeah.
Basically, okay. Well, listen, everyone, I'm ready to speak to Tammy. So everyone, please welcome your stepmother, Tammy, to the show. Hi, Tammy, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, nice to meet you.
Nice
You look
to meet
lovely.
you. Thank you.
So how do you feel about what you just heard?
I'm a little hurt about some of the things that I heard. I'm really hurt because we have always been a part of Deshaun's life, tried to be a part, but you can only be a part of somebody's life that wants you to be a part. So we can't fight. We was fighting against, you know, him trying to be a part, but you know, that's what it was.
Do you feel like you ever treated Deshaun differently?
I never treated Deshaun different from the other kids. Deshaun was always treated fairly. Okay, the money thing. I helped Deshaun got a job. And Deshaun wanted his own apartment at the time. So I told him, I said, well, if you give me your money, I can help you save. Deshaun got up to a certain amount of money. He asked me for $300 because he wanted, I asked him questions. I said, well, what you need the $300 for? I just need it. I said, no, Deshaun, I said, this is money that you don't supposed to be touching. This is a savings. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
So I didn't want, it was his money, so I ended up giving him $300 out of it, and he used the money to get his friend out of jail.
That's
so,
not true. Who's my friend?
Your friend.
Who's my friend? I didn't get nobody out of jail with
That's what you told me at first. Then the last time you asked me for $500 to pay the deposit for your apartment, and I sent you that right away. And I always sent him his balance. I said, you down to $300. How the $300 came about with him, this being brought up, I was reaching out to Deshaun. Deshaun did not reach out to me. Like, I didn't hear from Deshaun. It was just nowhere to be found.
That's not true. I was calling because no one was responding. I actually couldn't get in contact with her, so I called my dad. And he kind of texted me like, yeah, you need to give me a call. Like I had his money.
So at that time, I gave him the money back. And then after I gave him the money back, here comes the live. He went live, called me all kind of bees and this and that.
I did.
Yes.
You did?
I did.
Oh.
I was hurt.
Yeah.
So I text him, and I know y'all pretty much have that text message.
Okay, so let me see this text.
She texts me.
Okay, thank you. One less child we have to worry about. That's what you text.
I text that because it came from a hurt place.
Yeah.
Right now, I regret from sending that message. And I, as a mother, apologize to you, Deshaun, for sending you that, but I was hurt.
But why go live, though?
Right.
I'm just trying to get both perspectives here.
Yeah, cool.
But first she blocked me, so after...
I did never block you.
Well,
never.
After the message was sent, because I responded something else and it didn't go through. For
You
starters,
was not blocked,
Okay,
Deshaun.
well, I didn't want to call her. I didn't want to
Yeah,
call
because
them.
I would never block you.
That's not true.
That is true, son.
That's not true.
Well, I think it's time to speak to Desmond, your father and your husband, so we can get his perspective as well. Everyone, please welcome Desmond to the show. How you doing, Desmond?
Hello.
Nice to meet you. You sharp. This looks straight out the Karamo collection. I can't lie. This is good.
He clean now.
Right? He clean. So I want to ask you, how do you feel about what you just heard?
I'm shocked at a lot of it. I think that there's been a lot of miscommunication. There's been a lot of misunderstandings. And then there's some lies. I mean, some stuff I heard, I was like, whoa, I didn't know that. I never knew that Deshaun didn't like Tammy. You know, I never knew that because they talk more than he and I talk.
Well, it's not necessarily a lie. You cannot like somebody and deal with them because you deal with them.
But you dealt with her, you didn't deal with me.
But that doesn't mean I like them for real.
So you played me?
Make that make sense.
That makes a lot of sense
No,
to me. You're married to her.
So why aren't you talking to me then?
Because you're not that. It's easier to communicate with her. We've never been able to talk for real. Miss Tammy has been the person that kind of.
That you don't like. The lady that you don't like.
Yeah, absolutely. The lady that you're married to.
Make it make sense.
When did I say?
Anytime you needed me, you cried out to me. I was always that one that will always listen to your conversation.
See, here's the thing, though. I don't like how it's being flipped.
No, we're not flipping.
No, but you're saying that I don't like you. Yeah, I don't like you, but I don't like my mama sometimes. That don't mean I don't have a relationship with her. I have a relationship with her because you're married to her. You saying that
What happened the day of the missed curfew?
So the day that he missed curfew, I remember vaguely about him not saying hey to me when I heard him say that. I don't remember that too well, but I do remember saying, Deshaun, I need you in the house at this time. I think it was 11:30. When that time came, my door was locked. And I meant that. I'm not backing off on that. That's what I did.
So that's using me as an example, right?
That's not, what you mean? You follow my rules. You're in my house.
Right, so I was following. What was the time that I came in the house, though?
Like 11:10 or something like that?
It was 11:05.
It doesn't matter if it was 11:01. You was late.
Right, so you wanted to use me as an example. So
What
don't
you
say
mean?
you wanted. So you wanted to do
so
that.
I made you stay out late.
No, I didn't.
So why did you?
You wanted to.
So why
put me
did you
out.
come in the house when you supposed to?
I was coming in the house. You didn't even check.
If I wanted to put you out, I didn't need a reason to put you out. I could have just put you out.
So why he waited 5 minutes and said be in the house at 11 o'clock and then it's 11
Why
o'clock
weren't
and
you in
ready
the
to come
house at 11
Because
o'clock?
I
That's
was
the
in the car.
question.
I dropped my keys outside and I was in the car looking for my
So
keys.
Deshaun,
It was a camera. It's a camera. Y'all have cameras. It was a camera. I was outside. I was at the house.
I felt like Deshaun, I felt like he was trying me just to see what I was going to do.
I really believe that too.
That's how I.
My producer told me you said that the night y'all got into a fight, your father called you out of your name. What did he call you?
Punks, bitches,
Oh,
hoes.
he ain't never say that now.
We got
Hold up.
I didn't say nothing about no
Hold
bitches.
up now.
I'm a stray dog. I'm
Nah.
a punk.
I
This is
said
why you
those.
don't feed the
You said
homeless.
Okay, 'cause you gotta-
Okay, well, does it matter the insult?
No, don't get up here
It
lying
don't
now.
No, it's
So
not a
but
lie.
you
It's
are
an
admitting
insult.
that you did say those
He
things.
did say
It's an insult.
some of the
It's
words
an
he
insult.
used.
Okay.
I said some
Don't do
things.
that.
Have you apologized for those things?
We had a sit down just like this with a spiritual advisor of mine, and with tears in my eyes, I cried. I told him I was sorry, and apparently he's still holding on to it.
Have you accepted his sexuality now?
Absolutely.
Okay. Have you forgiven your father for that?
I forgive him, yeah.
Okay.
Obviously not.
No, it's obviously not. It's not obviously not. There are situations that keep happening. There are things that keep being said, and it's triggering.
So what did I say though? What did I say or do?
Well, here's the thing.
We named that one particular thing. Okay, what else did I do? Tell me.
We're talking about y'all together.
Tell me, what do we do?
The we together, the money with the whole money situation.
Okay.
The putting me out.
That's all you
told
got.
Jamal,
That's all you got.
Oh, we're talking about from this time.
Two things. We're here for two things.
Because the thing is like, why have you never felt safe with them?
Because I don't feel like we're being very genuine. They're not the easiest people to talk to. They're not very genuine.
Let me stick with genuine. What makes them not genuine?
It don't give genuine. It's just, it don't give me
For
genuine.
what?
I feel like my dad is more genuine, but I don't feel like Miss Tammy is genuine a lot of the times. And I feel like when she's around, he defends her, or when she says something, she defends him. So it's kind of like I don't win when I say, or I can't say
We're
anything
married.
because I'm not.
That's what
right,
supposed
so
to
I
do.
hold them accountable together.
What do you want to win? If you say, I don't feel like I win, what do you want to win at?
Well, just a relationship, I guess. I want to win.
A relationship with who?
Both of them. I don't hate them. I know they're my parents. I don't hate them, but I'm not going to be fake with them. I'm not going to watch what I have to say or be on eggshells, or because everything that I said, even growing up, has always been a problem. So even when I was younger, I never talked around them, and they can even say that because every time I opened my mouth, it was a problem. I was being manipulative. I was doing something. Nobody ever did anything to me. I was just going out lying to people.
So you feel like they've always never seen you for you?
Yeah, of course. Painting me to just be somebody that I'm not instead of actually getting to know for real.
Outside of them not seeing you for who you are, do you think these were good parents?
Yeah, they're better parents to my siblings.
Okay. Think better parents to your siblings?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
fair for your experience. If
Yeah,
that's what you
absolutely.
felt. But do you think they're good parents?
They're good parents, yeah.
They're good parents.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the rejection that he has in him is not gone away. And this is why he's fighting so hard against whatever image goes on social media. Whatever y'all do where y'all are like, we're a good family, and I believe you are. So there's no doubt of that.
We are.
But he's fighting against that because he's like, y'all want to portray this, but y'all don't want to talk about how y'all rejected me and made me feel? And I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying these are the feelings that I'm understanding. Is that true?
That's true.
I get it. So there's work you have to do on your own. And I'm going to tell you this. Because as a 22-year-old man, if your parents are telling you now that they do love you, there's going to be a part of you that has to start to accept that love and start to see the love for what it is. Yes, y'all haven't talked for 3 years, and I know that was just another form of rejection for you because 3 years, I walked away, and y'all didn't come and search for me. So,
And on top of that, my mom was in prison, so I didn't have no parents.
Got it. Now we get into the core issue. This was rejection. And again, I want to make sure I'm clear. I don't think y'all are bad people at all. I can see where y'all stepped up, but your son has been drowning in a pool of rejection for a very long time. And that's where this conflict is coming from. And the minute you accept that that's where it is and say, what did I need when I felt rejected?
I still deal with rejection. I just need a sense of knowing that someone's there for me. And I'm not saying, like I said, it's not that I don't understand. It's just that I'm very, very different from my son.
Both of y'all are screaming out for the same things from each other.
Yep.
And y'all don't know how to do it. I'm going to give y'all the first step. Turn to your son and say, son, I won't reject you anymore.
I won't reject you anymore.
Turn to your dad and say, Dad, I won't reject you.
I won't reject you.
Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, give your son a hug right now. This is it. Work on that. Talk more vulnerable about the rejection and not these petty situations. Use that language, and I promise y'all will find some common ground that can heal. All right? I wish y'all the best of luck. Sincerely.